Maniac baseball squad goes toe-to-toe with another foe on the baseball diamond in postseason play. Every win gets Orofino another game closer to bringing home the Idaho Class 2A baseball championship trophy. So sit back, relax, and get set to cheer on the boys in blue. It's Orofino Maniac Baseball. Now let's get to the ball field for today's presentation of Orofino High School Athletics on KLER AM 1300.
Well, good morning, everyone, to a very blustery Napa, Idaho. It is the 2A Idaho State Baseball Championships. I'm Jeff Jones, and along with C.J. Thompson, we welcome you here to Napa Christian High School, where we're not sure if you can hear it or not, but we are under hurricane watch. My gosh, the winds are just out of this world here, as we are in the stands here, and people are bundled up from head to toe as an icy cold wind blows here through southern Idaho. CJ, you got your parka on. My gosh, this wind is just crazy.
Yeah, this wind will wake you up a little bit, won't it?
We had originally thought these games were scheduled for Napa's Rodeo Park because that's where they've always been held. But unbeknownst to us, Napa Christian said, we've got a great facility that we've been working on. Let's have it at our place. They're the host. So the school said, sure. So it is a fantastic-looking field as we look at Napa Christian's ball field, straight away left and right, 320 in the alleys, 360 dead center field, 384. I don't think anything's going to get out of this park this morning, CJ. We've got this dead wind coming right straight towards home plate. If you hit a ball hard, and if it's up in the air, it's not going to come into the stands like at Orofino. It's going to end up in the next county.
Yeah, that puppy is going to hang for sure if it gets up there. That's going to make it tough for plays in the outfield.
Yeah. So, CJ, what do we know about this tournament? Orofino getting set to face off against the Melba Mustangs in the very first game of this state tournament.
Yeah, Orofino coming in at 14-5 and won a fantastic season led by Coach Dylan Midstock. On the other side, the Melba Mustangs led by head coach Jason Phillips. They come in at 15-6, so a pretty darn good campaign for them as well. And, of course, they're up bright and early starting the day off, and Game 2 coming up will be Firth and Wendell.
All right, and then the second half of the bracket, it's Moab versus St. Mary's. The Lumberjacks won their district's play-in game our state play-in game, this past Monday, so they are in the tournament. And then Napa Christian, the host team, as host teams do, they get the nightcapper. They are facing off against Chalice, Mackey, and Napa Christian, 24-2. They definitely look like the team to beat here in this tournament.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty much every single year. They have a fantastic program, and they keep that going. They're extremely well coached, and 24-2. They're definitely the team to beat in this tournament.
Those are the 8 teams that are vying for the 2A Idaho State Baseball Championship from this Napa Christian High School. CJ and I take a break. When we come back, it's Schedules and Scores, brought to you by Riverside Physical Therapy after this.
Good luck, Orofino Maniacs, during your spring sports playoffs from Fiesta and Jalisco. On Johnson Avenue, Orofino, Fiesta and Jalisco Mexican Restaurant is open to celebrate victories and console heartbreak. There's something for everyone. Tacos, enchiladas, burritos, and chimichangas. Combo plates featuring beef, chicken, and seafoods, too. Fiesta and Jalisco Mexican Food Restaurant is where you'll find all your friends tonight. So come on by, supporting the Maniacs throughout the year. It's Fiesta and Jalisco.
It's the State 2A Baseball Playoffs, and Orofino returns to make a big splash. Simmons Natal Enterprises knows the boys are playing together exceptionally well to achieve a common goal, win at state. Simmons Natal Enterprises is proud to support the winning efforts of the Maniacs. Simmons Natal Enterprises, where we not only back our area schools, we back the efforts of those fighting against breast cancer. Call to ask about one of our pink rolling totes for your home or business. Simmons Natal Enterprises.
Why do your friends and neighbors choose to shop locally at Orofino Marketplace? It's because of the low prices, quality food, and the smiles you'll see on our employees every day. Orofino Marketplace is your hometown marketplace where we believe in community. Donating to area food banks, Little League sports, and community-wide events, Orofino Marketplace is all about our hometown values and that personal connection with you. Open daily when you need us the most. Orofino Marketplace. If you can count yourself as one of the hundreds of folks across the Clearwater who wakes up in the morning with a stiff and aching back, your answer is Riverside Physical Therapy. While everyone is unique in their issues, the therapists at Riverside PT work hard to deliver the care you need to feel better after the very first visit. A satisfied patient is the simple goal of all the staff. Let us assess your healthcare needs and develop a recovery plan to fit you. Call for an appointment today, 476-7105, Riverside Physical Therapy, Highway 12 West, Orofino.
Welcome back once again to Riverside Physical Therapy schedules and scores. If you're questioning the extent of an ache, pain, or injury, call or stop by Riverside Physical Therapy for a complimentary injury screen today. Let's take a look at baseball action. All playoff baseball today. Lewiston faces off against Owyhee in the Idaho Class 5A state tournament. That is at the College of Idaho. Of course, we have Orofino and Melba here at Nampa Christian High School. The Troy Trojans take on North Star Charter this morning in the 1A tournament at Capitol High School in Boise. Prairie Pirates will be directly after them against Rimrock, and Clearwater Valley will go toe-to-toe with Garden Valley at 2 at Capitol High School, and then the Genesee Bulldogs and Glens Ferry will finish off the day from Capitol High School in the Idaho Class 1A state tournament. And of course, here we have Firth and Wendell coming up in Game 2, Malad and St. Mary's, and then in the nightcap, Nampa Christian and Chalice Mackey. It is, and that is schedules and scores. Brought to you by our good friends at Riverside Physical Therapy. Our coverage of the Orofino Maniacs and the Melba Mustangs here from the 2A States Tournament at Nampa Christian High School returns with Jeff and I after this.
It happens every May, postseason high school baseball and softball, and every year the Orofino Maniacs are right in the thick of it. Atkinson Distributing is proud to support the rich tradition of Orofino High School athletics and hopes you'll get out and watch the next game. Orofino will be fighting for the Idaho Class A state title, and with you cheering in the stands, the Maniacs will be winners. Atkinson Distributing, where you'll find quality Chevron fuels with Techron, diesel, and home heating oils backing OHS athletics.
Orofino Builders is now Best Built Builder Supply. Hi, this is Will Crockett with exciting news. We have now partnered with Tumalum Lumber and are now Best Built Builder Supply. What this means for you, our longtime customer, is better buying power for your dollar. Best Built Builder Supply will uphold the legacy of 4 generations of Crockett's who have served and invested in our region for just shy of a century. Best Built Builder Supply, we help build better communities.
We toss them, they're awesome. Pizza Factory.
While we may choose to dine in a little more than past, it's nice to know when you just gotta have pizza, it's available from Orofino's Pizza Factory. Delicious and great pizza, baked spaghetti, hot wings, and the best breadsticks. Order contact-free and we'll deliver to your door or when you drive up to ours. 307 Michigan Avenue in Orofino, the Pizza Factory.
They're awesome. Pizza Factory.
Plans on building a new home, garage, or adding on to your current business? Call on Barlow Quality Trust, a name you've come to trust. Pick up the phone right now and call Barlow Quality Trust for free estimates at 435-4348 for commercial, residential, and farm buildings. Build them to last with the help of Barlow Quality Trust. Engineered and TPI inspected, Barlow Quality Trust Incorporated, 435-4348. Free delivery within 100 miles. Barlow Quality Trust, backing high school athletics throughout the region.
We're back here at Nampa Christian High School as we get set for the 2A Idaho State Baseball Championships opening game between the Orofino Maniacs and the Melba Mustangs. Coaches meeting down at home plate with our officiating crew. Let's talk a little bit about Orofino athletics in track and field. First off, Orofino's Ruby Kessinger. She won 4 of the Class 2A events in the districts, ruling the 100, the long jump, the triple jump, and the shot put. Her younger sister, Lindy, she won 2 hurdle races and the discus with a personal record throw of 128 feet 6 inches. Orofino swept the girls' relays in districts and won the 2 Class 2A team titles, while Reed Thomas of the Orofino boys won the shot put. And Reed had a personal best throw this past week at districts, with a record throw of 55 feet and 0.25 inch. He also won the discus. Other two double winners included Ryan Detwiller and Gabe Bybee of Grangeville, Henry Hill of Orofino. And the the state track and field gets underway today. As a matter of fact, we'll be staying in the same hotel as track and field and tennis. Also, we want to make note. It is so windy here. We also want to make note of the Lady Maniacs softball team. They finished outside of that state playing game this past Saturday at Fruitland High School when they took on Melba. The ladies had a fantastic season, and we want to make sure that we congratulate them on a job well done. And last but not least, in golf, Orofino's Julie Grimaldo. She took 13th in the Class 2A girls state tournament. So congratulations to Julia. And we get set for today's matchup between the Orofino Maniacs and the Melba Mustangs, as the officials going over ground rules with both head coaches now. Last time that Orofino played in the state title game was 6 years ago. And wouldn't you know it, they faced off against Napa Christian. Orofino lost that game 7-6, the state title game. But it's always been Orofino and Napa Christian in this 2A state championship game, and Orofino can only hope that it would match up again the same. But it all started here with game one, Orofino and Melba. CJ and I take one more break. When we come back, we have starting lineups and the first pitch brought to you by our friends at LCCU when we return after this.
If you were to look up Finke logging in the dictionary, you'd find a definition to hardworking men and women dedicated to making our forests multi-use, healthy, and sustainable. Finke Logging, proud backers of everything Orofino, including the baseball and softball teams participating in postseason play. Finke Logging is proud of all of our kids and their tremendous efforts they put forth in the classroom and on the field. Good luck, Maniacs. Bring home the hardware from Finke Logging.
Orofino Police Department encourages all Maniac faithful to come out this weekend for the Idaho State 2A Baseball Championships. Orofino Baseball takes on the toughest teams to bring home the championship banner to hang proudly at OHS. Orofino Police knows that raising great kids in our schools and athletic programs mean great kids live and work in our communities. We hope you too will show your support to our students any way you can to help them grow into super citizens. Orofino Police Department says be there for our kids and go Maniacs.
Clearwater Valley Health Orofino, Pioneer Medical Clinic Pierce, and St. Mary's Health Cottonwood are all proud to help support the mission of our local high schools and all their student athletes. And that's to not only be tops on the field of play, but to be academically sound in the classroom as well, taking care of the needs of our athletes and their families. Clearwater Valley Health Orofino, Pioneer Medical Clinic Pierce, and St. Mary's Health Cottonwood, staffed by only the best family practice physicians and physicians' assistants. Good luck, Orofino Maniacs, during your spring sports playoffs from Fiesta and Jalisco. On Johnson Avenue, Orofino, Fiesta and Jalisco Mexican restaurant is open to celebrate victories and console heartbreak. There's something for everyone. Tacos, enchiladas, burritos, and chimichangas. Combo plates featuring beef, chicken, and seafoods too. Fiesta and Jalisco Mexican food restaurant is where you'll find all your friends tonight. So come on by, supporting the Maniacs throughout the year. It's Fiesta and Jalisco.
It's the State 2A Baseball Playoffs, and Orofino returns to make a big splash. Simmons Natal Enterprises knows the boys are playing together exceptionally well to achieve a common goal, win at state. Simmons Natal Enterprises is proud to support the winning efforts of the Maniacs. Simmons Natal Enterprises, where we not only back our area schools, we back the efforts of those fighting against breast cancer. Call to ask about one of our pink rolling totes for your home or business. Simmons Natal Enterprises.
Why do your friends and neighbors choose to shop locally at Orofino Marketplace? It's because of the low prices, quality food, and the smiles you'll see on our employees every day. Orofino Marketplace is your hometown marketplace where we believe in community. Donating to area food banks, Little League sports, and community-wide events, Orofino Marketplace is all about our hometown values and that personal connection with you. Open daily when you need us the most. Orofino Marketplace.
Back here at Napa Christian High School for the 2A Idaho State Baseball Championships and the Orofino Maniacs in Game 1 against the Melba Mustangs. CJ, let's see here. By chance, when you went down to visit with our officiating staff, did they tell you who was going to be the home team on the scoreboard?
They did not.
I'm guessing they will be the home team as they are the top seed out of District 3. So let's go ahead and run over the starting lineup for the Melba Mustangs.
All right, in that leadoff spot will be shortstop Parker Hansen, followed in the 2 spots by Remington Sessions. He is in center field. Catcher Jeff Fahey will hit third, followed in the cleanup spot by Trace Simpson on the mound. Hitting fifth will be first baseman Caden Rosenlund, followed in the 6th spot by third baseman Robert Knight. Designated hitter Michael Lester will start the bottom third of the order, followed in the 8th spot by Josh Wade over in right field, and rounding out the order will be Cameron Vale at second, and playing defensively but not in the batting order will be left fielder Logan Dunn. Once again for the Mustangs, that is Parker Hansen, Remington Sessions, Jeff Fahey, Trace Simpson, Kate Rosenlund, Robert Knight, Mike Lester, Josh Wade, Cameron Vale, and Logan Dunn.
Mustangs are coached by Jason Phillips. He's assisted by Ben Rosen, Dylan Hansen, and Alex Rivas. So when Orofino goes out onto the field, it's Drew Hanna who's getting the start here, CJ, and Drew has shown that he's got a lot of pitches in his mixed bag here. He'll throw a curveball, a slider. Of course, he's got a straight fastball, nasty hook, so we hope that he's going to be able to keep the Mustangs off balance today. His battery mate is Silas Naranjo, who is the District 1-2 2A Player of the Year. Congratulations to Silas. Dash Barlow is over at first. Ethan Schneider at second. Steve Bradbury third. Bodie Howell is at short. Nick Drovish in left. Loudon Cochran in center. Aiden Olive in right. And as soon as we mention all that, then we see that Melba is going out into the field. So Melba will be the home team on the scoreboard. So let's run over these defensive positions for the Mustangs.
All right, on the mound will be Trace Simpson, right-handed hurler, tossing to his battery mate Jeff Fahey. Over third base for Robert and Knight, and across the infield at first will be Caden Rosenlund, and the hot hole at short Parker Hansen. Cameron Vale will draw the start at second. In center field, Remington Sessions. To his left, Logan Dunn, and on his right, Josh Wade.
Silas Naranjo will lead it off for the Maniacs. Bodie Howell hitting second. Dash Barlow is third in Orofino's lineup. He's followed by the cleanup hitter today, Aiden Olive. Hitting fifth is Steve Bradbury. Nick Drovish is sixth in the order, and then the bottom third. Eddie Hansen is the designated hitter for the Maniacs today. He'll hit seventh. Easton Schneider is eighth in the order, and then Loudon Cochran will round out the Maniac lineup. The DH Hansen is hitting for today's starting pitcher, Drew Hanna. The Melba Mustangs, CJ, with their camo tops, white pants, one of the very few teams that we've seen with that camo gear. I think Grangeville might have had some camo gear here about a year or two ago that we saw.
Yeah. The cool thing about Melba, though, is that at least you can see their numbers, as there's a contrast between the red numbers. Yeah, red numbers on the white and the gray camo.
So Silas Naranjo will lead it off here for the Maniacs. The right-hander, Trace Simpson, working from the windup. And we are set to go. Here is the first offering. It is in there, swung on, and fouled out of play to the right.
And the first pitch of the 2A State Baseball Tournament brought to you by LCCU. Be on the lookout for the Miracle Golf Tournament.
With a strike against Silas, here's the next pitch. It's swung through a high fastball, and the count 0-2.
Silas always trusty in that leadoff spot.
Working quickly. Here's the next pitch from Trace. That's a called third strike on the outside half, and there's one away in the Maniac half of the first inning.
Trace Simpson coming out attacking on the mound, going right at Silas.
Yeah, 3 straight fastballs, CJ, and he moved them about. Here's Howell, and he'll take one right down the pipe. Another fastball called strike.
Simpson showing no fear.
The 0-1 to Howell, swung on. Big cut by Bodie as he was swinging to put something out into that left field. And anything that's going to get hit in the air today is going to get knocked down quickly by the wind. Pitch is swung on and fouled out of play over the top of us, and the count will remain 0-2. The wind is blowing straight in from center field. The 0-1 on the way to Bodie, swung on, and this one's hit high and out of play to the right. The count remains 0-2.
Bodie, another one of those first-team All-League selections. He hit .344 for the Maniacs.
Maniacs with their white pants, white shirts, blue numbers, blue, and a big cut at we're going to call it a slider curveball, but he got just a piece of it, does Bodie, to keep us AB alive. Count remains 0-2. I'm not sure. My gosh, that pitch was maybe a bit of a changeup, CJ, and it stayed high. Bodie managed to get just a piece of it. Now the 0-2 on the way to Howell. High for a ball. That is the first ball by Trey Stimpson. He works very quickly from the windup. The 1-2, fastball called, third strike. On the outside, Black once again. Maniacs are going to have to attack that pitch on the outside. Our home plate umpire calling balls and strikes here, CJ. That's Greg Zeppelis and Tim Perrell and Perales and Eric Kennedy. So that will bring Dash Barlow, Maniacs' one and only left-handed hitter, up to the lineup. Pitch is swung on and fouled out of play to the left. 0-1. We've had so many foul balls, our home plate umpire now says, I've got nothing left in my satchel. We need to get something back for this pitcher.
Dash himself hitting .288 for the Maniacs.
The wind is blowing so hard here, folks. My eyes are just absolutely watering. I didn't know I'd have to bring goggles to this game.
Jeff Fahey standing up behind the dish. That is a tall catcher.
Yeah. Trey Stimpson, rather tall on the bump out there as well. The count 0-1. Pitch is swung on a ground ball, backhanded by the first baseman. Taking it to the bag is Rosenlund himself, and that'll do it for the Maniacs here in the top of the first. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the first. Melba will be coming up when CJ and I return after this.
Hi, it's Kylie from Orofino Physical Therapy and Wellness. I encourage you to visit us today, and let's talk about ways to get your body strong and healthy.
Orofino Physical Therapy presents their top 3 list for starting an exercise plan. Number 3, drop pounds. Number 2, increase muscle and overall strength. And number 1, regular exercise is a great way to reduce pain. Strengthening your core can decrease back pain and protect against future injury. Find your number 1.
24 hours, 7 days a week. Open when you want to work out. It's Orofino Physical Therapy and Wellness.
I'm all about keeping my family driving safe. Dad, pothole.
Got it.
So I insist we choose Les Schwab tires for safety services like brakes, steering, and alignment. Stuff those cheap tire centers don't offer. Because I want a backseat drive with confidence. Dad, speed check.
At the Les Schwab Spring Tire Sale, save up to $150 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply. See leschwab.com/sale for details.
Welcome back. Proud of the Maniacs, Orofino Marketplace, and the Les Schwab Tire Center. 1, 2, 3, top half of the first. Simpson getting going on the mound.
Well, Drew Hanna going to come out for Orofino, CJ, and Drew's going to try and mix it up and keep these Mustangs off their regular swinging pattern. Again, 14 victories for this Melba Mustang squad. Is again
15, actually.
15 and 6.
Drew Hanna on the mound, 11 appearances, comes in with a 1.17 ERA.
And the fielding umpire calls time. What's going on out here? Oh, look at that. The first base umpire was not there. He was out in the parking lot or something.
Probably blew away.
Now we've got everybody back where they belong. And we'll get ready to roll once again. Parker Hansen. Young man hits from the right side as Drew Hanna fires the first pitch, swung on, hit foul out of play to the right. Yeah, it is going to be a lot of foul balls back here by us. Anything that might actually go into the field, if you hit it up into the air, it's going to blow back towards home plate. Here's the 0-1, a fastball missing inside to even the count at a ball and a strike.
Think the Southern Idaho teams are used to playing in the wind like this?
Hey, you know, I bet you they are. Here's the 1-1 from Drew on the way, swinging strike 2. Good-sized crowd on hand here for the 2A Idaho State Baseball Championships from Napa Christian High School. Beautiful facility. 1-2, swung on, fly ball into center field, and it will drop in for a base hit. The leadoff hitter, Hansen, gets the hitting going here for the Melba Mustangs.
That's a little blooper right up the middle. Sneaks onto the grass, and there's man of 40. That brings up Remington Session.
And Remington is today's starting center fielder for the Mustangs, as Drew will now work from the stretch. There's a bunt laid down nicely in front of the mound. Hanna is up on it. And that toss is up over the glove of Barlow out into right field. So taking advantage of that. Now coming down the third base line. Here comes the throw to the plate. It's not in time. And Parker Hansen will score all the way from first base on the error.
Wow.
Remington Sessions goes from first to second on the throw by Drew Hanna. Drew had all kinds of time, and he flushed his throw, CJ, and just launched it over Barlow's head.
Yeah, when he went to transfer up the hand, he bobbled a little bit. I think that just threw him off, and he sailed it.
That's going to bring up Fahey now with the runner in scoring position. One across here in the bottom of the first for Melba. Pitch is swung through as Fahey chases a high fastball. 0-1. Yeah, just unfortunate for the Maniacs that they start this out after a hit, giving up an error that led to 3 bases and a runner across. Pitch is swung on and fouled back into the screen as Fahey gets underneath a bit of a curveball that was left high in the zone.
Especially since Drew has looked pretty good here out of the gates on the mound. Just an unfortunate miscue.
Here's the 0-2. Swung on, popped up high onto the infield. It's the shortstop, Howell, who ventures out. Now he comes in and makes the catch. It's going to be an adventure to catch anything that's high in the air.
Yeah, that it is. He was tracking all over for that.
He was. Moves to his right, then moved to the outfield, then came in and stepped to his left to make that catch. One away. Sessions out at second base, and this is the cleanup hitter, Trey Stimpson. Another right-handed hitter, hands right down on the knob of that bat. Bender stays up and in, ball 1. Again, Hanna with a 1.6 ERA, working from the stretch, checks the runner at second and comes to the plate. Low, dug out nicely by Naranjo.
Yeah, actually just a 1.16 ERA.
1.16.
In 11 appearances, he's been the go-to guy for Coach Midstock on this pitching staff.
The 2-0 pitch swung on, and this one is laced foul up the third base line. Boy, that's a quick bat by Trey Stimpson, CJ. He came around on that off fastball, and it was inside, and he just tracked it, pulled the trigger maybe a little quickly, and fouled it up that third base line for strike 1. Here's the 2-1 on the way to Stimpson. A Bender gets away from Naranjo down to third base. Goes Sessions. And that's going to be a wild pitch as the ball was in the dirt before it got to Silas's glove. Moves the count now to 3 balls and a strike. Ready at the plate, Stimpson. Here's the pitch to him. That's a strike, you betcha. As Drew comes back with a cutter on the outside, CJ, breaks away from the right-handed hitter for strike 2.
Rosenlund over on deck. Knights in the hole.
Now the 3-2 from Hannah on the way. Swung on, hit high in the air on the infield. Again, it's Howell who comes in on the grass trying to run it down, and he makes the catch right on top of the mound.
Man, and that is just looking like so much work every time.
Wow, that's just absolutely amazing. A good cut by Stimson. Went high, high, high into the air off the bat. Now with 2 gone and a runner poised to score out at third base and 1 across, this is Caden Rosenlund. He'll take the first pitch inside for a ball 1-0. On deck is Knight, in the hole Luster. There are 2 away here in the bottom of the first for the Melba Mustangs. Swung on, a little dribbler out to the right side. Here's the long throw. It is in time. Wait a minute. Oh, our fielding umpire is having him come back. He's going to say it was fouled off of the plate. Huh. Wow, that's just absolutely amazing. It looked as though that ball came straight out into the dirt from here.
Yeah.
But he's going to say it fouled off of the plate. So Rosenlund with a strike against him. Now the 1-1. High for ball 2, 2-1. Two balls and 1 strike to Rosenlund, and the pitch is in the dirt, blocked nicely by Silas behind the plate, 3-1.
You know, that wind working against the batters, but might be working with the pitcher a little bit.
Yeah, it gets the ball up there in a hurry, but once that ball releases, there's a curveball high and away, and Rosenlund will draw a base on ball.
The Orofino thoughts. They were out of the home half, or the home half of the first, but
2 at the corners, 1 across here in the bottom of the first for Melba. That will bring up the 6-hitter Robert Knight. He hits from the left side, stepping off the rubber. Hannah to take a look at both base runners, and they head back. Marlowe holding Rosenlund on over at first. Bender high and away, ball 1 tonight. Working from the stretch one more time. Hannah peeks over his left shoulder. Now he'll come set, chin high with the ball. The 1-0 swung on, popped up high on the infield. Once again, now it's the third baseman, Bradbury, trying to track it down. Looking, and it falls into fair ground. A runner will score. Now there's all kinds of disagreement. What are they going to do? What's the official going to call here? They're going to bring him back, and they're going to reset everybody. They're going to call it a foul ball. Somehow, I have no clue, CJ.
Yeah, I don't know either, but Silas was frantically pointing immediately after. Not sure what.
Well, good news for Orofino. The ball dropped into fair territory. However, it's called a foul ball. 1-1 pitch now on the way. Swinging in strike 2. Here's the throw down to third, and there's a tag, and it's not in time. Wow, Stephen Bradbury had to climb the ladder, CJ, and when he came down with it, it's a snow cone catch from Naranjo behind the plate. He tried putting a tag down, but the base runner, Sessions, gets back to the sack in time.
At second base on the play, Rosenlund.
Knight at the plate. Here's the pitch to him. Swinging third strike, and that's going to do it for Melba. They pick up a run on a hit, an error, and they leave 2 out there after an inning of play. It's 1-0 in favor of the Mustangs.
Olive, Bradbury, and Drobik still trying to get the bats going for the Maniacs when Jeff and I return after this.
Clearwater Valley Health Orofino, Pioneer Medical Clinic Pierce, and St. Mary's Health Cottonwood are all proud to help support the mission of our local high schools and all their student athletes. And that's to not only be tops on the field of play, but to be academically sound in the classroom as well, taking care of the needs of our athletes and their families. Clearwater Valley Health Orofino, Pioneer Medical Clinic Pierce, and St. Mary's Health Cottonwood, staffed by only the best family practice physicians and physician's assistants.
Why do your friends and neighbors choose to shop locally at Orofino Marketplace? It's because of the low prices, quality food, and the smiles you'll see on our employees every day. Orofino Marketplace is your hometown marketplace where we believe in community. Donating to area food banks, Little League sports, and community-wide events, Orofino Marketplace is all about our hometown values and that personal connection with you. Open daily when you need us the most. Orofino Marketplace.
Bring home the hardware, Orofino. Sponsoring today's OHS broadcast are your friends at Orofino Physical Therapy and P1SCU. It is 1-0 Melba as we head to the top of 2 here, Jeff.
Well, Melba's a pretty good-looking team after taking a look at them defensively and at the plate, CJ. But Orofino does not want to be their own worst enemy. When you get to the top 8 teams in the state, you cannot commit an error like Orofino did to start this game out, leading to that one run.
Yeah, most definitely.
Olive will start things out here, hitting in the cleanup spot for the Maniacs. Right-hander, of course. Fastball misses away to Aiden. Trace Stimpson back out on the hill. Trace with a couple of strikeouts already for his Melba Mustangs.
Yeah, he looks crisp in the first.
Here's the 1-0 fastball, tails inside for ball 2.
He's got a good bit of pace to him. He came out peppering fastball.
That's what he's got. He doesn't, I mean, we've seen one breaking ball, pitch is swung through for a strike by Aiden, 2-1.
Aiden going 4 for 4 in that game against St. Mary's to make it to state.
Swinging strike 2. Aiden just a little behind that Stimpson fastball. Stimpson working quickly. The 2-2. There's a poke out to the first baseman. He knocks it down. He's going to go to the bag by himself, and safe at first base is Aiden Olive.
Oh, wow. Nice hustle up the line.
Our first base umpire, so says Olive is safe. We're going to give him a hit, CJ, as Rosenlund stretched hard to get that ball knocked down. That's all he could do. He couldn't open up his glove, and it went into foul ground. He picked it up, tried going to the bag himself, but Aiden was there instead. Bradbury fouls off the pitch for strike 1.
Yeah, Olive just reached out as far as he could with that bat. Barely got a piece of it, but it was enough.
0-1 to the third baseman for the Maniacs. Olive with the lead. Here's the throw down to second on a hop and sliding in safe at second base is Olive. He has the game's first stolen base. So the Maniacs have the tying run in scoring position.
Our reigning Pizza Factory player of the game, Aiden Olive.
And now Bradbury waiting to step back in to the box. Now he's ready to go. As Olive will take a lead from second. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled over the top of the screen for strike 2.
Bradbury has hit well for the Maniacs this year. He's swinging at a 271 clip.
1-2. Next offering to Steven is low and off of the dish. Steven puts up that stop sign, so way out there at second base, Olive can see that the ball hasn't gotten away from Melba's catcher, Fahey. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch is swung on, hit high in the air. Right fielder going back, turning left, turning right, down to his left, makes the catch on the run. Tagging up is Olive at second base, and he will make his way to third.
This wind is making every ball that makes it into the air an adventure.
So Steven flies out to right field while the right fielder waits CJ, you thought that ball was well over his head, but the wind just knocked it down. Otherwise, that's a home run ball. Swinging strike by Nick Drobish.
Yeah, he did get a hold of it.
Olive down at third base. Here's the 0-1. Swinging strike 2. Another big cut by Nick. Drobish ready at the plate, and here's the waste pitch. That is a called third strike. Nick said, that's outside. Our home plate umpire has called that already twice today. That's the third time now he gives our pitchers the outside black. Third strikeout by Stimpson. 2 gone now here in the Maniac half of the second. Here's the designated hitter. Swinging strike 1 by Eddie Harrison. Harrison with the ball bat swings at the next pitch and fouls it back. And Orofino down to their last strike here in the top of the second inning. They've got the equalizer and Olive standing down at third base. The 0-2, swinging third strike, and that'll do it for Orofino here in the second inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, 1 left out there. After an inning and a half of play, it's 1-0 in favor of the Mustangs, CJ.
When we come back, we'll see the bottom third of the order, Lesser, Waite, and Vale after this.
P1FCU wants to help you get out and explore the Pacific Northwest. Each time you make a purchase with your P1FCU debit MasterCard, you get entered to win a weekly prize. You'll also get entered to win our grand prize getaway, including 2 e-bikes and a stay at Silver Mountain. Win a little adventure from P1FCU, a Pacific Northwest original since 1938. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited. Find official rules and complete details at p1fcu.org/adventure. Insured by NCUA.
Start today to improve your mind and body. Hi, it's your Orofino Physical Therapy and Wellness Gym Manager, Kylie. Start getting healthy with a visit today.
It's no fun to struggle with aches and pains from a body that's tired after a day of work. Get answers to your health questions with a free assessment at Orofino Physical Therapy. Learn what you can do to begin feeling better now. Call Orofino Physical Therapy for a free $80 assessment. Don't live with the pain. Call Orofino Physical Therapy.
Find the benefits of a workout today. Talk to any of our staff at Orofino Physical Therapy and Wellness.
Happy to sponsor in part today's Maniac broadcast for Kimberling Insurance and Best Built Builder Supply, along with Orofino Police Department.
All right, CJ, the Melba Mustangs with a 1-0 lead, and they come to the plate here in the bottom of the second. They have their DH, Mike Luster, at the dish. Back out on the hill is Hannah. Starts him out with a fastball. It's hit sharply to the second baseman. Up on it, Schneider. The transfer is good. There's 1 away. You got to like that 1 pitch, 1 out kind of deal there to start things off here if you're a Maniac fan.
That's the kind of efficiency they're looking for. Ooh, look at these long golden locks.
Josh Waite, the right-hander.
Yeah, really golden.
What's that? First pitch to Waite. Swung on, hit sharply on 1 hop to the shortstop, Howell. And the toss is dug out nicely over at first by Barlow. What a great dig by the Maniac first baseman as Dash has to reach across his body with his glove and the ball on a hop into his glove for the 6-3 put out. You got to love the glove of Dash over at first, CJ.
Yeah, he's always reliable over there.
Here's the 9-hitter, Cameron Vale. Hannah deals the first pitch, a fastball low, 1-0. You know, every once in a while we get a little break from the wind, and it's almost like you can whisper. You don't have to yell so much anymore. Hannah's 1-0 pitched on the way. Swung on, hard hit ball again to the shortstop, Howell. And the toss, good, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Melba here in the second. Good job by the Maniac defense on 3 ground ball outs. CJ, it's the top of the third. Who's coming up for Orofino?
It'll be Schneider, Cochran, and back around to the toss with Naranjo, and Jeff and I come back after this.
I'm all about keeping my family driving safe. Dad, pothole.
Got it.
So I insist we choose Les Schwab tires for safety services like brakes, steering, and alignment. Stuff those cheap tire centers don't offer. Because I want a backseat drive with confidence. Dad, speed check.
At the Les Schwab Spring Tire Sale, save up to $150 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply. See leschwab.com/sale for details.
Orofino Builders is now Best Built Builder Supply. Hi, this is Will Crockett with exciting news. We have now partnered with Tummalum Lumber and are now Best Built Builder Supply. What this means for you, our longtime customer, is better buying power for your dollar. Best Built Builder Supply will uphold the legacy of 4 generations of Crockett's who have served and invested in our region for just shy of a century. Best Built Builder Supply, we help build better communities.
The Pizza Factory and Barlow Quality Trust are proud Maniac backers all through the year here on KLER AM 1300.
Well, CJ, we also want to thank our new first pitch sponsor, LCCU. Again, they want you to be on the lookout for their Children's Miracle Network golf tournament coming up very soon. Make sure that you go to the LCCU website and find out details on how you, too, can help children. East and Schneider are going to start things off here in the Maniac half of the third. It is 1-0 in favor of Melba here in Game 1 of the 2A State Baseball Championships. Swinging strike by Easton. Back out on the bump, Trey Stimpson. And CJ, the young man, looks good out there for Melba. Got a lot of juice. Here's the 0-1 swung on foul back into the screen, 0-2.
Yeah, Orofino's been having a tough time catching up to Stimpson.
They've hit a couple of hard balls, but the wind has knocked it down. Here's the 0-2 on the way, swung on, fouled out of play to the right. That's a big cut by the 8-hitter Easton Schneider, CJ. Again, you get it up into the air, and it's quickly pushed out of play. The count remains 0-2 to Schneider. The next pitch on the way to the right-hander, swung on, popped foul over the top of the screen. Good at-bat here by Easton. He's getting a lot of looks, and it's very beneficial to Loudon Cochran, who's in the on-deck circle. He gets more looks at Trey Stimpson. 0-2. There's a bender, stays above the hands. A ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 delivery. Oh, the pitch almost taking a cut at hack at that as Easton Schneider. He left it alone. Good job, because that pitch had a lot of curve to it. It made its way outside to Easton. Next pitch outside. Good job by Easton, because, CJ, a lot of those pitches on the outside black have been called strikes. He left it alone. He's worked his way to a full count. 3-2 swung on. Pitch fouled over the top of the screen.
Yeah, he's the first Maniac to really go deep in the count.
This is an 8-pitch at-bat by Easton Schneider. Here's pitch number 9. Swung on, going to be popped up the first baseman, foul ground. Rosenlund giving chase, and he can't get to it in the warning track where the ball drops. Right in front of the Maniac first base dugout. And if you're Easton Schneider, you know that you're going to really help your team out by fouling off every single thing. Make Stimpson go deep, deep, deep. Chase early. The 3-2. Right at the heart of the plate. He should have taken a cut at that. That is strikeout number 5 now for Stimpson. First out here in the third inning. That's going to bring up today's Maniac center fielder Loudon Cochran. Loudon will work with his hands right down on the knob of that bat. Fastball taken a straight on the outside for a called strike.
So Stimpson with 5 strikeouts now, 4 of those looking.
Low and away, ball 1 to Loudon. Trace makes the very short trip up onto the rubber, begins his windup. Here's the 1-1, swinging strike 2 to the 9-hitter here in the Maniac lineup, Loudon Cochran. The next offering to Loudon swings at a pitch off of the dish for strike 3. Strikeout number 2 here in the frame, and number 6 in the game for Stimpson. That pushes us back up to the top of the order for Silas Naranjo. Silas had a pretty good at-bat, CJ. He fouled some pitches way off. Here's the first pitch to Silas. Straight fastball on the outside, strike one. Here's the 0-1 to Silas. Bender swung on, and underneath the glove of the third baseman out into left field for a base hit. So Silas with the 2-out single to try and keep things going for the Maniacs and the visitor side of the third inning.
Yeah, and a pitching battle like this, taking advantage of the base runners, is going to be huge. I'd be surprised if you didn't send Silas at some point.
Yeah. Bodie Howell went down looking in his first at-bat. Here's a move over to first base, and the ball gets underneath the glove of Rosenlund. Up on his feet and charging for second is Naranjo. So each pitcher with a pick error. This is a looking pick from Stimpson right on the bump. And unfortunately for the Maniacs, Drew Hanna, he had a throwing error over to first base. And now we're going to have a courtesy runner come out for catcher Silas Naranjo. This is Lilly.
Lilly has wheels himself. If Howell can get anything to drop, Lilly likely to score.
So conversation out on the hill between Fahey and Stimpson. It was quick, whatever it was, as Fahey is now back behind the dish, squats, and working from the stretch, Stimpson. Bodie Howell with a duck and scoring position, fastball on the outside, strike one.
Bodie, another one of those first-team All-League selections for the Maniacs.
Lilly takes his lead from second. Fastball swung on and fouled off to the right into the screen. 0-2. And now the waste pitch. Swung on, a high chopper over to second base. Handled on the second hop by Vail. The toss is good, and that'll do it here in the Maniac half of the third. No runs on a hit. One base runner left out there. Melba leads it by a score of 1-0.
And when we come back, it will be the top of the order, Hanson, Sessions, and Fahey that'll face Hanna after this.
Plans on building a new home, garage, or adding on to your current business? Call on Barlow Quality Trust, a name you've come to trust. Pick up the phone right now and call Barlow Quality Trust for free estimates at 435-4348 for commercial, residential, and farm buildings. Build them to last with the help of Barlow Quality Trust. Engineered and TPI inspected, Barlow Quality Trust Incorporated, 435-4348. Free delivery within 100 miles. Barlow Quality Trust, backing high school athletics throughout the region.
We toss them, they're awesome. Pizza Factory.
It's back. The Pizza Factory reintroduces the all-you-can-eat buffet. Lunchtime in Orofino means all-you-can-eat pizza, breadsticks, soda, and a delicious salad bar packed with fresh greens, fruits, and proteins. The Pizza Factory all-you-can-eat buffet is absolutely delicious. Monday through Saturday, 11 to 2, and Sundays served noon till 2.
We toss them, they're awesome. Pizza Factory.
Back here at Napa Christian High School for the 2A Idaho State Baseball Championships. The game brought to you in part by our friend Barlow Quality Trust and Innovative Electric here on AM 13 KLER Orofino and on our YouTube channel, KLER 1300 AM. I'm Jeff Jones. Here, my friends, is CJ Thompson to bring you action in the bottom of the third.
Maniacs Drew Hanna back out on the bump, starting to get things going. A 1-2-3 inning in the second. He'll face the top of the order, Parker Hanson. First pitch on the way low and outside for ball one.
So the Melba Mustangs, 1 run on 1 hit. Maniacs, no runs on 2 hits.
And the 1-0 swinging a slow roller left side. Bradbury has in the glove to throw over in time to set down Hanson 5-3 for the first down.
The grass on the infield here, CJ, very thick. And once that ball is hit in there, it doesn't come sharply with big hops or anything like that. It stays low, which is going to help Steve Bradbury. He was able to field that ball nicely on the second hop.
There is Remington Sessions, reached on an error. Back in the first, swing and a miss at the first pitch from Hannah.
Hannah kind of left that ball up there, CJ. You notice that? That was about letter high. Sessions swings underneath it.
As a sign, the 0-1 offering, swing and a miss at a pitch up high and a little inside.
Well, it's nice to see that this kid likes him high.
See what Hannah has with the waist pitch here. On the way, swing and a miss for strike 3. Hannah, his second strikeout here in the early going. And 2 up, 2 down.
Wow, CJ, you just learned something about Sessions. He likes him high. He's not going to lay off on him. A 3-pitch strikeout.
And, you know, Silas Narano behind the dish, the league MVP, realized that as well, and that's why he got the call. Jeff Fahey, the catcher, steps in, and a check swing and a pitch up high. The appeal down the first base line didn't go. A tall right-hander in Fahey. Bases clear, 2 away. Here's the pitch, and a breaking ball in there for a called strike. Evens it up at 1-1.
I think that was 4 straight fastballs, 3 back to Sessions, then a fastball to Fahey laid off on, and then smartly Hannah comes back with a curve.
And the 1-1, and that one gets away from him. Hits the upper back of Fahey, and a 2-out base runner for the Mustangs. As the Mustangs starting catcher will head on down to first base.
Well, Trey Simpson, today's starting pitcher, coming up, CJ, you know, and he popped up to the shortstop, Howell. That was the circus catch by Howell that he came in and made the catch right on the bump.
He held on by Barlow over at first. Here's a first pitch curveball that hits Simpson, and now there's 2 aboard. 2 straights getting away from Hannah. That one just got the elbow of Simpson, didn't it?
First baseman number 20.
That puts runners at first and second with 2 down for Caden Rosenlund. He walked his first at-bat. Hannah working from the stretch, a couple looks back. Peels to the dish inside, brushing back Rosenlund with a fastball.
Yeah, the release point right now in the last 3 pitches just a little early from Hannah, CJ.
Runners take their leads. The 1-0 on the way from Hannah, swing and a foul tip back into the backstop, 1-1.
Well, Drew believes in his inside fastball. He came again with another pitch on the inside. You know, he has hit the last 2 batters, but he's going to challenge the number 5 hitter, Rosenlund, here on the inside pitch.
And turn the move back, and it gets by Bodie Howell. Little confusion there on the pick move and into center field. So the third base on the play is Fahey. And now another runner just 90 feet away.
Yeah, miscommunication between Howell and Schneider, CJ, and Hannah. Hannah knew he was going to turn and throw, but neither of the middle infielders broke to the bag, and it just ends up in center field.
Yeah, they're like field goal posts just looking at each other, and he split the uprights. And he looks for the runner back over to first base. Stimson diving in. Runners on the corners, 2 down. A ball and a strike to Caden Rosenlund. Here's the pitch, and nicely placed on the down and out corner. A ball and 2 strikes. Rosenlund lays the bat over his right shoulder. The 1-2 pitch, swinging a ground ball to short. Howell has it, and the throw over to first base. He wings it over, dug out by Barlow in time to finish off the Mustangs here in the top of the third at 6-3. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 left out there. It's 1-0 Melba.
All right, CJ, it's the top of the 4th, and for Orofino, when we see them at the plate, scheduled up for Barlow, Olive, and Bradbury after this.
If you were to look up Finke logging in the dictionary, you'd find a definition to hardworking men and women dedicated to making our forests multi-use, healthy, and sustainable. Finke Logging, proud backers of everything Orofino, including the baseball and softball teams participating in postseason play. Finke Logging is proud of all of our kids and their tremendous efforts they put forth in the classroom and on the field. Good luck, Maniacs. Bring home the hardware from Finke Logging.
Once upon a time, there was a sleepy bear in search of a place to nap. Like the inside of a car. A coupe? Too small. An SUV? Too big. A station wagon? Just right. But as his eyelids began to get heavy, we covered it. Talk to farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
For auto, home, life, and commercial insurance, see me, Greg Kimberling, in Lewiston at 622 Bryden Avenue.
Fiesta and Jalisco and Riverside Physical Therapy, proud Orofino Maniac backers on KLER. It is the 2A Idaho State Baseball Championships from Nampa, Idaho. And good morning, everyone, and welcome to a very blustery southern Idaho. CJ Thompson, I'm Jeff Jones, as taking his warm-up tosses. Trey Stimson, CJ, and he can groove them right in there. The Maniacs have a couple of hits against them, but no runs to show to this point.
Yeah, this young man's got quite a bit of pace, and Orofino has had a tough time at catching up to it. But when they have made contact, they've laced it. Unfortunately, the wind is just knocking it right down. As you said earlier, Bradbury with a shot to right field that could have had a chance any other day.
Again, it's 320 down the left and right field line. The alley's at 360, 384 dead center field.
And here is the Maniacs lefty Dash of Barlow, hitting third in the order. Stimson winds and fires, fouled off, straight back into the net. 0-1. Barlow hit a grounder to first in his opening at-bat. The 0-1 pitch on the way, a fastball, swinging a comebacker. It hits off the chest of Stimson, and he's got it. The throw over to first well in time. Set down Barlow for the first down.
Well, again, Orofino with a couple of hits, but nothing to show for it. They're going to have to get base runners on here, even though we're still early in the game. I mean, we're only at the halfway point of this game, 1-0 ball game. Orofino's quite confident in their abilities.
First pitch on the way to Aiden Olive, swing and a miss, and there's a rare breaking ball from Stimson.
Aiden had his team's first hit, a single, back in the second inning.
And the 0-1 pitch comes back with a fastball, a swinging bunt of the third base line. Knight is charging. He's not going to get there in time. He'll eat it. No throw. And Aiden Olive with his second infield single of the day.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that grass has been a friend of the Maniacs here, because once it's hit into the grass, it just doesn't go very far. And if you don't have any hop on it, it's going to slowly roll to whatever position you're playing.
And here is Steve Bradbury. The set and the pitch, swing and a miss. Set a pitch a little outside. Bradbury taking signs from coach up the third base line. Olive with his lead over at first, held on by Rosenlund. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a base knock through left side of the infield. And the Maniacs with a 2 aboard here with just one away in the fourth. The game tying and go-ahead run.
Well, that's this game's first consecutive two-batter hit. With one gone, Aiden Olive singles in the infield, and Stephen Bradbury a solid hit in the 5-6 hole.
They go back-to-back. Here's Nick Drobish. First pitch, watches a called strike just above the knee. 0-1. 1-0 Melba. Orofino with a chance here in the fourth. The 0-1 pitch, and a bunt lays down a perfect bunt up the third base line off the mound. Stimson has it to throw over just in time to set down Drobish, but he does his job and advances of both base runners, Olive to third and Bradbury to second.
Well, what do we know about this kid here? Eddie Harrison. He is the new DH for the Maniacs, CJ.
Not a whole lot. Here's the first pitch to Eddie, swinging a fly ball foul territory. That's going to fall safely out of play on the right field side. It's a little late on it.
We've got the next group of teams out there in the batting cage right now.
The 0-1, a fastball just outside. 1-1. Runners take their lead. Couple in scoring position for the Maniacs. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss as he swings past a breaking ball. 1-2.
Firth and Wendell. That's the Wendell Trojans who are over in the batting cage right now.
The 1-2 pitch on the way, swinging a foul ball right back into the net. That is like a scare video.
Yeah, it had a lot of spin to it when it came off the bat. Came straight back into the screen. We're quite the distance back, but it looked good.
And the 1-2 pitch on the way, swing, miss for strike 3 as Simpson strikes out Harrison and the threat here in the top of the 4th. The Maniacs with no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and they leave 2 out there. 1-0 Melba. Who's coming up?
It'll be Robert Knight, Mike Lester, and Josh Waite. Hitters 6, 7, and 8 when we return after this.
The morning paper arrives and you just can't extend your arms far enough to focus on the print. Does this seem like a typical day for you? Help is just an appointment away with Family Eye Care in Orofino and Kamei. Dr. Rick Lundgren is the Valley's trusted optometrist when it comes to your eyesight. Family Eye Care's highly trained staff will make sure your family has the finest in air care and eyewear. Call for an appointment and let Dr. Rick Lundgren perform a complete eye examination with the latest technology available. Single lens, bifocal, or progressive eyeglasses. Accentuate your personal style with statement-making glasses, contact lenses, sunglasses, and designer frames. Family Eye Care on Michigan Avenue, Orofino, and on Highway 12 West in Kamei is your stop for name brand frames, optics, and people who really care about your eyesight. Family Eye Care, where most insurance coverage is accepted along with major credit cards. We put your family first at Family Eye Care.
Clearwater Valley Health Clinics, Mickey Logging, Atkinson Distributing, Maniac backers on KLER.
Drew Hanna back out on the mound. He faces Robert Knight to lead things off. Swinging a 2-hopper into the glove of Hanna, and he'll race over the bag, a little soft toss to Barlow, and there's one down. And again, the efficiency you're looking for.
You know, Drew Hanna, CJ, he did not want to make the mistake that he did earlier in this game where he overthrew first base. So he watched the ball go into his glove. He raced halfway to the bag and showed the ball to Barlow, and he underhanded it to him. Gets the job done.
All right, here is a Mike Lester. Base clear, 1 down, wind up in the first pitch. That is high and tight. Little chin music. 1-0 to Lester, who bounced out to second. His first at bat. Swing and a miss through strike 1. Ball and a strike now. Evens up the count to the designated hitter for the Melba Mustangs. Hanna winds and delivers. And that inside. 2 balls and a strike. Mustangs hanging on to a 1-0 advantage. 2-1, a curveball that backs Lester off. 3-1. The 3-1 on the way to Lester. Swing and a miss. Full count. Over on deck, Josh Waite, Cameron DeVale in the hole. This is the bottom third of the order for the Mustangs. Wind up in the payoff pitch to the plate, swing and a miss. Struck him out, 3rd strikeout here for Drew Hanna. And there's 2 down.
Again, Drew has given up 1 run on just 1 hit. He has hit 2 batters and walked 1.
Here is right fielder Josh Waite, taking signs from coach. Hanna wants to retire the side here. It's got the bottom third coming up. Nicely placed on the outer edge.
That's Naranjo, CJ. I mean, he is just solid behind the plate. He's set up on the outside half of the dish, flipped that glove up, perfect strike.
Hannah has the sign. Winds and delivers the 0-1. Nicely framed, but stays a little low. Says our home plate umpire.
Yeah, Naranjo back behind the dish. He knows exactly how to move that ball, but our home plate umpire said, yeah, just a little low on the front of the dish.
Not the MVP for nothing. 1-1 pitch, a curveball high. 2 balls and a strike to Josh Waite. Waves the bat over his right shoulder. 2-1 from Hannah. Swinging a pop-up out of play on the first base side. Evens it up 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that win is just relentless. It's Tampa Christian High School. The 2-2 pitch to the plate, swing, and a low flyer right up the middle. Bodie Howell charging, makes the catch on the move, and another 1-2-3 inning as Hannah sets them down in order. It's 1-0 Mustangs.
All right, it's the top of the 5th at for Orofino. Coming up, it's hitters 8, 9, and 1. Scheduled up are Schneider, Cochran, and Naranjo after this.
Good luck, Orofino Maniacs, during your spring sports playoffs from Fiesta and Jalisco. On Johnson Avenue, Orofino, Fiesta and Jalisco Mexican restaurant is open to celebrate victories and console heartbreak. There's something for everyone. Tacos, enchiladas, burritos, and chimichangas. Combo plates featuring beef, chicken, and seafoods, too. Fiesta and Jalisco Mexican food restaurant is where you'll find all your friends tonight. So come on by, supporting the Maniacs throughout the year. It's Fiesta and Jalisco.
Orofino Police Department encourages all Maniac faithful to come out this weekend for the Idaho State 2A Baseball Championships. Orofino Baseball takes on the toughest teams to bring home the championship banner to hang proudly at OHS. Orofino Police knows that raising great kids in our schools and athletic programs mean great kids live and work in our communities. We hope you too will show your support to our students any way you can to help them grow into super citizens. Orofino Police Department says be there for our kids and go Maniacs.
Clearwater Health and Rehabilitation, and Renatus Cakery, proud Maniac sports backers on 1300 KLER Orofino. I'm Jeff Jones along with CJ Thompson. Thanks for tuning in today to the 2A Idaho State Baseball Championships. Right now, CJ, we go to the top of the 5th, and Orofino down a run, going to try and start things off with Easton Schneider here.
Yeah, they had a chance there in the 4th. Got a couple of runners in scoring position, but were unable to do anything with it. Simpson back out on the mound. Here's the first pitch on the way. Swing and a pop-up down the line left field. Side just foul. That would have meant extra bases probably for Schneider.
Oh, CJ, again, this wind is just anything that's hitting the air, you're not going to have a chance. But if that could have dropped just to the right side of that white chalk line up there, like you said, it would have been a double bagger because Dunn out in left field was playing more towards center.
Here's the 0-1, comes back with a fastball on the outside corner. 0-2. See what he comes with a waist pitch, just outside. 1-2. Schneider knows he's got to fight off anything close. Here's the 1-2 pitch, a curveball. Stays up, 2-2. Simpson has the sign working quickly. 2-2 pitch, fastball low and outside. Full count. Good patience by Schneider.
Yeah, battle his way back into this one.
Payoff pitch to the plate, swinging a hard hit ball off the glove of the third baseman. Nice. And Easton Schneider aboard.
Boy, Easton sent that fastball back just as quickly as it got there, got a good swing on it, and he sent it over the outstretched glove of Knight at third base into left field. So again, the Maniacs continue their hitting. They have 5 hits in this baseball game against 1 for for the Mustangs.
A good setup here for the Maniacs. Man aboard, Loudon Cochran at the plate, swinging a fly ball down the line right field side, giving chase his weight, and it'll drop foul.
Yeah, you've got to make sure if it's in the strike zone, you offer at it, CJ. But both of these pitchers know that if they stay up high, that means a fly ball, and it's going to get knocked down quickly in the wind.
A look over at the runner from Stimson, sets and fires, and he bunts it, but pops it up back into the net. 0-2. That effectively takes the bunt call off. Unless he wants to get real dangerous. Here's the set and the 0-2 pitch. Held off once again. Consistently behind Stimson and his pace.
This is Cochran's second at-bat, CJ. Wants to do something to help his team.
Here's the 0-2 pitch, swing and a pop-up left side of the infield. Shortstop Hansen is there. Makes the catch, and he'll throw it over to first to get Schneider back to the bag. One away.
You know, and again, anything can happen when the ball is hit in the air, and so Schneider had to get about a third of the way up the baseline because that ball drops. He's got to get all the way to second base.
And the top of the order, Silas Naranjo, a single his last at-bat. Fastball low and outside to start him off. 1-0. A 300-plus hitter in Silas Naranjo. Swing and a line drive, base hit to right field for Naranjo. And the Maniacs starting to heat up at the plate. It's a good part of the order to do that.
Yeah, they have definitely found a groove against Stimson. Silas now 2 for 3 at the plate.
Like I said earlier, it wasn't MVP for nothing.
Lilly is out on first base to run for Naranjo.
Here is Bodie Howell, another first-team All-League selection. Part of that because he hit 344. Runners at first and second. Simpson sets and fires. And outside, 4-1.
You know, when you live and die by the fastball, as it seems Trey Stimson is, CJ.
And swinging a foul ball back into the net.
You live by where the umpire says the strike zone is. And the more you try and move that ball around, you're going to expend a lot of energy.
Now the 1-1 pitch and a hard hit ball towards the gap in left center, moving over and making the catch over his head is Sessions in center field. And now there's 2 down.
And that's too bad, CJ, because that ball looked as though it was destined to drop, but good legs by Sessions out there in right field to make the catch as both base runners were considerably up the line.
And look at this, the outfield moving over, playing for a pull left-handed hitter as Dash Barlow steps to the plate, and the first pitch stays high. Of course, Dash can and will go the other way. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1. A ball and a strike to Dash. 2 on, 2 away.
Dash with a couple of ground ball outs.
Here's the pitch, swing, and a low flyer right up the middle. Second baseman Vale calls it, makes the catch just behind second base, and that will once again end the threat with a couple of runners on. No runs on and 2 hits, no errors, and they leave at 2 out. There's 1-0 Melba.
Okay, for the Mustangs, hitters 9, 1, and 2. That's Vale, Hansen, and Sessions after this.
It's the State 2A baseball playoffs, and Orofino returns to make a big splash. Simmons Natal Enterprises knows the boys are playing together exceptionally well to achieve a common goal, win at state. Simmons Natal Enterprises is proud to support the winning efforts of the Maniacs. Simmons Natal Enterprises, where we not only back our area schools, we back the efforts of those fighting against breast cancer. Call to ask about one of our pink rolling totes for your home or business. Simmons Natal Enterprises.
P1FCU wants to help you get out and explore the Pacific Northwest. Each time you make a purchase with your P1FCU debit MasterCard, you get entered to win a weekly prize. You'll also get entered to win our grand prize getaway, including 2 e-bikes and a stay at Silver Mountain. Win a little adventure from P1FCU, a Pacific Northwest original since 1938. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited. Find official rules and complete details at p1fcu.org/adventure. Insured by NCUA.
Jerry Bowling of Canos Financial Services and Family Eye Care, proud backers of the Maniacs on KLER Orofino, and thank you for listening into our YouTube channel, KLER1300 AM. Here's CJ Thompson.
All right, leading things off here in the 5th, Cameron Vale. Drew Hanna back out on the mound, winds and delivers the first pitch. A comebacker past the glove of Hanna, and it sneaks by Evodia Howell and into center field. Went past 3 Maniacs there.
That ball had eyes, CJ. I mean, it was a short hop under the stretched glove of Hanna. Then it was another hop just underneath the glove of Howell at short, and Easton was there to back him up underneath his glove as well. Courtesy runner coming out for the Mustangs right now. 1-2 for the Tyson Sink.
Shy single. Tyson Sink.
That is only the second hit for Melba in this baseball game, and it comes in the bottom of the 5th. First hit was given up way back in the 1st.
Yeah, the very first hit of the game, and it was this man right here, Parker Hansen. As we head around to the top of the order, Hansen 1 for 2. He accounts, he's responsible for the 1 run so far in the ball game, and a quick move over to first base. Diving back in is Singh. Hanna working from the stretch. Sets and fires, showing bunt, and that is in the dirt as the runner goes. It gets by Naranjo to win the second base. It's Singh on the fastball. 1-0 the count to Hansen. Another runner in scoring position. Nobody down. Here's the 1-0 pitch and a foul bunt. Fouls it off. 1-1.
So Melba playing the smart game right now, trying to force a little short ball with a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, in a pitching battle like this, every base runner is so important. Silas behind the dish, usually so good at managing those base runners. Here's the 1-1 pitch, comes back in on the hands, fouls it back up and out of play. 1-2. Hanna, slow walk back out on the mound. Hansen a bloop single right up the middle. First at bat. Here's the curveball. A good-looking hook that misses. 2-2.
Wow, that was an exceptional curveball, CJ. It had so much movement on it.
Yeah.
Not sure where it missed, but our home plate umpire says ball 2.
Runner takes his lead at second. Couple looks back from Hanna. Deals to the dish and barely able to lay off that breaking ball that was low and outside. That's had to look good coming in.
Yeah, that's a slider from Hanna. CJ started inside, had some down. Somebody pulled the table out from underneath it.
Payoff pitch to the plate outside for ball 4. And a couple of runners aboard now for the Mustangs.
That's only the second walk that Drew has given up against 3 strikeouts, 2 hit passes.
And here is Remington Session. Session looking for his first hit. Runners at first and second, nobody down. Showing bunt, and he fouled off.
Yeah. Wow, CJ, that ball tailed way inside. He put that bat in front of his face. to foul that off. If he misses that, oh boy, he's out for the rest of the game.
Yeah. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and that is high and maybe a little inside. So, at first base is Hansen, Singh at second. Here's the pitch, and he fouls it off again. That should take off the bunt call. 1-2.
This is the biggest threat with two base runners on, with nobody out ever since the third inning.
Runners at first and second, nobody away. Dangerous situation. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. What a big strikeout for Drew Hanna. As he strikes out Sessions for the second time, his fourth strikeout of the day. And now, take a big breath. He's got that first out. Here's Jeff Fahey. First pitch, curveball stays way upstairs.
Yeah, unfortunately for Drew, he just didn't have the spin on that ball, and it stayed high, didn't drop into the zone.
Now the 1-0 pitch. Whew. Thought he had that corner down and out, but home plate umpire disagrees, 2-0. Runners take their lead. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Swing is out straight back and out of play. 2 balls and a strike to Melba starting catcher, Jeff Fahey. Hanna sets, fires to 2-1, comes back inside, turning away from it to Fahey. 3 balls and a strike. Hitters count for Jeff Fahey.
Maniacs hold an opportunity to try and turn a double play here if they can just get something forced to the middle infield.
Here's a 2-1 pitch, swing and a pop-up, and this is coming straight back. It'll fall out of play in the bleachers. Evens up the count. It's 2 full count.
You know, and also to deal with the wind, CJ, you've got a beautiful blue sky down here that when you're trying to track a fly ball down, it's difficult to judge it.
Yeah, it is. Not much that's easy about playing right now. Here's the payoff pitch to the plate. And oh, my! That was close, but misses for ball 4, and that'll load up the stacks with Mustangs.
That's just a straight fastball, CJ, and it was definitely down the middle of the plate, but it must have been left just a touch high, and I'm talking an absolute touch.
Yeah. So with the bases loaded, table set for Trace Stimson. Here's a curveball that stays well up. 1-0. Trace will see what he can do to help out his own cause here. 1-0 is high as well. 2-0.
Well, there's no place to put him, and so Drew is going to have to come into that strike zone and rely on his infield.
There's the set in the pitch. That's 1-3 straight high.
Yeah, right now it's just a mechanics problem with Drew. He's releasing way too early on all 3 of these pitches.
Infield playing up, hoping for that double play. Here's the 3-0, swinging a pop-up back and out of play. Count goes to 3-1, so we had the green light there with the 3-0 count. Coach has got faith in Trace Stimson. Here's the pitch, swing, and another pop-up over and out of play, and Hanna has fought his way back in. This one full count. See what he comes with here. Bases loaded, 1 down. Here's the payoff pitch, swing a line drive foul on the left field side. Count stays full. Slow walk back out to the mound for Drew Hanna. Mustangs with a 1-0 lead, but threatening here. Here's payoff pitch number 2, swing and a pop-up, and this may stay in. Silas not able to get there as it finds the net.
You know, it may have just stayed off that screen. Look at the screen, CJ. It is blowing away from the ballpark. If, and that's a big if, Silas is able to get there and he makes that catch, that's an out. I don't think it actually contacted the screen. That would put it an automatic foul ball.
Here's the set, and the pitch, swinging a grounder up the middle, and off the chest of second baseman Schneider, a run scored. And that is a thing from third base. Hanson to third, Fahey to second, and Simpson is now aboard on the error.
So I got him as an RBI, CJ. Easton Schneider charged the ball as much as he could, but the only thing he could do is knock it down.
Here is Rosenlund. First pitch, high again. Bases loaded. 1 out. Swinging a ground to right side. Schneider has it to throw home and in and out of the glove of Silas Naranjo. And another run comes across. That is a tough break right there.
Yeah, unfortunately that we charged as a receiving error on Silas. And so it is now 3-0 here in the bottom of the fifth. Melba with the lead.
That brings Robert Knight to the plate. 0 for 2. First pitch to the lefty is up high, and it's this. That is nice. 1-0. Bases loaded, 1 down, 3-0 Melba. That pitch high as well. Hannah has been missing high here in the fifth. The 2-0 pitch, swinging a grounder just past the glove of Dash Barlow at first into right field. 1 run scores, another coming home, and he will score as well. And to second goes Knight, ending up at third. On the play is Rosenlund. So Fahey and Simpson score, and just like that, it is 5-0.
And now time is called as Coach Midstock heading out to visit with his starting hurler, Drew Hanna. And he asked Silas Naranjo to stay behind the plate. And so this is a very personal conversation between Drew and his skipper right now. And you just take a look at Midstock. He's got his hands out to his side. He's trying to figure out what exactly is going through Drew Hanna's head right now. Pats him on the backside, Coach, and says, all right, kid, let's go out and get him. Come on. It's a battle here.
Yeah. I mean, he knows he's the guy. He's been the guy all year for Coach Midstock. Here's Mike Lester. 5-0. Another 2 runners in scoring position. Here's the pitch inside. Gets by Naranjo, and scoring from third base is a Caden Rosenlund, and it is 6-0. Melba Mustangs on the pass ball. Here you go.
I went wild pitch, DJ, because I'm trying to figure out. That went quickly. And now a change in the pitching staff. So CJ and I will take a break. We're going to come back right after this.
Good luck, Orofino Maniacs, during your spring sports playoffs from Fiesta and Jalisco. On Johnson Avenue, Orofino, Fiesta and Jalisco Mexican restaurant is open to celebrate victories and console heartbreak. There's something for everyone. Tacos, enchiladas, burritos, and chimichangas. Combo plates featuring beef, chicken, and seafoods too. Fiesta and Jalisco Mexican food restaurant is where you'll find all your friends tonight. So come on by, supporting the Maniacs throughout the year. It's Fiesta and Jalisco.
Orofino Police Department encourages all Maniac faithful to come out this weekend for the Idaho State 2A Baseball Championships. Orofino Baseball takes on the toughest teams to bring home the championship banner to hang proudly at OHS. Orofino Police knows that raising great kids in our schools and athletic programs mean great kids live and work in our communities. We hope you too will show your support to our students any way you can to help them grow into super citizens. Orofino Police Department says be there for our kids and go Maniacs.
Well, the wind has picked up once again here at Napa Christian High School, the site of the Idaho State 2A Baseball Championships, as we have a pitching change here for the Maniacs. Drew Hanna, after sending a wild pitch up to the plate and scoring the sixth run of this game, Coach Midstock comes out for his second trip to the mound here in the frame, and we have a pitching change. CJ Dash Barlow coming out.
Yeah, Dash will take the mound. Drobish will go from left field to first base. I'm not sure of the other changes, but of course, Barlow, right-handed hurler. We saw him multiple times throughout the district tournament. He came in relief, and he will do the same here. And he inherits a runner at third with one down in a 6-0 ball game. Here is the pitch to Lester, and that is low for ball 2.
Lester is 0 for 2 on the day.
Waves the bat over his right shoulder. Runner takes his lead. Here's the pitch. It is low for ball 3, 3-0. Things just kind of crumbling here in the fifth for the Maniacs. Over at third base is Knight. Here's the 3-0 pitch, and low with a fastball. Ball 4. That'll put runners at the corners, as the Mustangs have now batted around here in the fifth.
Well, this is Josh Waite, and he, again, CJ, he is 0 for 2. The bottom third of this order has accounted for 1 run, but only 1 hit in 6 at-bats.
Now Barlow working from the stretch, has the sign. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. It's in the dirt. Bounces off the chest of Naranjo, and easily into second is Lester.
Yeah, Dash is going to have to figure the situation out here very, very quickly.
Comes into a tough situation. Here's the pitch, and wow, that stays.
I just, for the life of me, cannot understand why we don't have a strike at the belt, CJ. It didn't look as though it was off any portion of the plate.
Here's the 2-0 pitch, swinging a hard hit ball up the middle past the outstretched glove of Odie Howell at short. That will score the runner from third is Knight, and 7-0 Mustangs as they put up a 5 spot here in the fifth. RBI base knock to Whitney. And for the second time in the inning, here is Cameron Vale. He led things off with a single. Seems like forever ago.
All this coming with 1 out.
Here's the set and the pitch outside. 1-0. Runners at first and third. Still just 1 away, it's just set. Here's the pitch outside. 2-0. At first base is Wade Lester. At third. Checks on the runner over at first. Sets and the pitch in there for a called strike as the runner takes off and no throw from Naranjo. So now Couple in scoring position for the Mustangs. And the pitch swing and a miss past a curveball. 2-1. This is Cameron Vale. 1 for 2 with a single and run score. Here's another curveball that misses for ball 3.
To tell you just how windy it is, Easton Schneider's hat just blew off his head and blew over towards the hump.
Infield up on the grass, swinging a one-hopper into the glove of Bodie Howell and in and out of his hands. He corrals it in the throw over, not in time. And it gets away from Drobish, so a run will score in Lester from third. Josh Waits to third, and reaching on the air is Singh.
Yeah, tough play for Bodie Howell, CJ. Again, it got into that grass, died quickly. Bodie tried to barehand it. He lost the ball, double clutched. When he did get it, makes a bad throw at first.
Now here's back around the top of the order with Hansen, and that pitch outside blocked by Naranjo, the runner, to second. Cameron Vale. Now runners at second and third, still just one out. Here's the pitch, swing, and a hard hit single up the middle. That will score the runner from third base, Josh Waits. As it is an absolute hit parade here in the fifth. RBI single for Parker Hansen, 9-0 now. To third on the play is Cameron Vale.
Well, the 10-run rule is in effect, CJ. So should Vale cross here, this game is going to be over with.
Here's a move over to first base, and diving back in is Hansen. This is Remington Session. The set down the pitch from Barlow, swing and a foul tip back into the glove, 0-1. At first base is Hansen. Vale at third. 8 runs across here in the fifth. Here's the pitch, a called strike on the outside corner, down and out as the runner takes second. So now runners at second and third. He reaches on indifference. Here's the pitch outside. A ball and a strike now to Remington Sessions, who struck out a couple of times, reached on an error. Barlow sets in, delivers a curveball swing and a pop-up straight up. Calling it is Naranjo. He'll make the catch, and there's 2 away. Orofino doing everything they can to extend the ball game. That'll bring out Jeff Fahey. Fahey on the day. It blocked and hit by a pitch and popped out. First pitch curveball outside. 1-0. Wind really picking up. Here's the set, the 1-0 pitch in the dirt for ball 2. To Jeff Fahey. Stimson over on deck. Here's the 2-0 swing and a miss, reaching out after that 1-2-1.
Yeah, Jeff wants to come up with the RBI that wins the game, and he reached for a pitch well off the dish.
Now the 2-1 offering, curveball in the dirt. Count runs to 3 balls and a strike. To Fahey. Barlow sets, delivers the 3-1, low and outside for ball 4. And that'll load up the sacks with Mustangs. At first is Fahey, Hansen at second, and Cameron Vale stands aboard at third base.
Well, this is the kid that you want up here if you're a Mustangs fan. It's Trey Stimpson, CJ. He had an RBI single earlier in this frame.
Here's the pitch, swinging a fly ball, arcing towards the gap in left center field, moving over, making the diving catch is Loudon Cochran. And the Maniacs to keep this ball game going. That will do it 8 runs on 5 hits. And no, 1 error, and they left them loaded. It is 9-0 Melba.
Okay, Orofino will come to the plate here in the top of the 6th. It's Olive, Bradbury, and Drobish after this.
Start today to improve your mind and body. Hi, it's your Orofino Physical Therapy and Wellness Gym Manager, Kylie. Start getting healthy with a visit today.
It's no fun to struggle with aches and pains from a body that's tired after a day of work. Get answers to your health questions with a free assessment at Orofino Physical Therapy. Learn what you can do to begin feeling better now. Call Orofino Physical Therapy for a free $80 assessment. Don't live with the pain. Call Orofino Physical Therapy.
Find the benefits of a workout today. Talk to any of our staff at Orofino Physical Therapy and Wellness.
Good luck, Orofino student athletes participating in all our spring sports and championships. Hello, this is Marilyn from Orofino Marketplace. We wish you continued success during your games, matches, and meets.
Baseball, softball, track and field, golf, and tennis. Orofino High is at the top of the standings no matter what the sport. Orofino Marketplace tips our cap to these healthy and competitive young men and women and wish them the best this and every year.
Orofino Marketplace, home of the 10-pound meat sale and your #1 Maniac sports backer.
We want to thank LCCU, our first pitch sponsor, and they would remind you to keep an eye out for the Children's Miracle Network Golf Tournament coming up very shortly. Help kids out with the LCCU Golf Tournament. Well, it's Aiden Olive, Steve Bradbury, and Nick Drobish who are scheduled up here in the top of the 6th. Our score 9-0 in favor of Melba. It was a 1-0 lead for Melba going into the bottom of the 5th inning. But then things just fell apart for the pitching staff. And the Maniacs would commit 1 error. But again, 8 runs came across. It is now 9-0. Aiden Olive, he is 2 for 2. And he's going to swing at this first one and foul it away. 0-1. Aiden with a couple of singles, a stolen base. Fastball misses off of the dish to even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Back out on the hill once again is Stimpson. He comes with another fastball swung on. Ground ball on 1 hop at the second baseman. The transfer is good. Vale to Rosenlund brings up the first out here in the top of the 6th for the Maniacs. Stephen Bradbury, he is 1 for 2. He singled in his last at-bat. Fastball misses low, 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0 pitch, low for ball 2. Well, you know, when we got to the ballpark, the sun was out, but the wind was blowing as it continues to do so now. The 2-0, swinging strike 1. And the attire that some people chose to come here today, shorts, they wish they would have chosen something different. We are under cloud cover. The 2-1 is a fastball taken for strike 2. We are completely in clouds now, and the temperature has dropped at least 7 or 8 degrees. Swinging third strike, and that'll do it for Bradbury here in the Maniac half of the 6th inning. That is now the 7th strikeout registered by starting pitcher Trace Stimpson. 2 away, nobody out on the sacks for Nick Drobish. And the pitch comes inside and hits him. So Drobish hit by pitch. That's the first batter that Stimpson has hit. 1 aboard, 2 away for the Maniacs. And that will bring Harrison, the designated hitter. Oh, no. Hudson will come to the plate now. And so they'll get him penciled in. for the Maniacs. So the DH is now off. Landon getting his first at-bat here in the state tournament. And as we are old school, we work with scorebooks here, and papers just do not want to stay with these winds that are gusting up to 40 miles an hour, maybe even more. Our home plate umpire now is talking with Dylan Midstock about Landon Hudson, who is coming up to the plate here, whether or not he's going to go out into the field or if he'll make yet another change. And, of course, that's something that can be decided when we go to the bottom of the frame. Landon wearing number 11. He measures the outside, then the inside half of the plate. Thompson works from the stretch with 2 out, fires a first pitch fastball, strike 1. At first base, Drobish, who was hit by a pitch, fastball swung on. This one's going to be pushed out into right field. And it's booted by the second baseman, no throw to third, and that's where Nick Drobish will end up. That's just a little infield single off the bat of Landon Hudson to keep things going for Orofino. Here with 2 outs in the top of the 6th inning. Good wheels by Nick Drobish as he knew that he was not going to stop. Big turn at second and put the gas on. Schneider now for Orofino. Fastball, strike 1. Runners at the corners. Maniacs trying to get something happening here in the top of the 6th. Down 9-0. Fastball, strike 2. Trey Stimson is just going to fire fastballs in there and see if he can get Schneider to go down. Here's the pitch, swinging third strike, and that'll do it. Again, Orofino puts base runners on. They just cannot get anyone across here in the 6th. 9-0 our score. Melba coming up in the bottom of the frame after this.
Now has never been a better time to work in the healthcare industry. Clearwater Health and Rehabilitation of Cascadia, a 24-hour skilled nursing care facility in Orofino, is hiring. If you wish to work with caring individuals who love their job and enjoy their fellow co-workers, then visit Clearwater Health and Rehabilitation. On Shriver Road, Clearwater Health is currently hiring full-time registered nurses and licensed practical nurses. A $7,500 signing bonus will be paid, and you can start immediately. A certified nursing assistant is also needed and pays a $2,000 signing bonus. Clearwater Health and Rehabilitation is also looking for a culinary manager, someone who can operate the day-to-day needs of the kitchen, serving delicious and nutritious meals to the residents. If you enjoy fun and games, a part-time activities assistant is needed too. A fun team to work with and a pleasant atmosphere. Inquire about your new path at Clearwater Health and Rehabilitation of Cascadia today.
We're back here once again at Napa Christian High School for the 2A Idaho State Baseball Championships, and the Orofino Maniacs with their backs against the wall, with Melba coming to the plate here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Melba with a 9-0 lead, and it'll be Rosenlund, Knight, and Lester who are scheduled up, as Dash Barlow is back out on the hill for the Maniacs. He came in last inning to try and stop the bleeding. Rosenlund from the right side. First pitch to him is a fastball missing low for ball 1. Dash works from the stretch without a base runner on. Pitch is a fastball taken at the knees for a called strike. The wind continues to pick up, and people are actually trying to leave the ballpark because the wind is just torrential. Pitch is inside for a ball, 2 balls and a strike now. We have equipment, actually heavy equipment, that is starting to blow over. The 2-1 pitch, swinging strike 2. Daschle looking for the sign, has it from his battery mate Naranjo. Low for ball 3, 3-2. Okay, on deck batter, Robert Knight chases down that foul ball, puts it into his back pocket, heads back over to the hitting circle. There's the 3-2. That's a bender off of the dish for ball 4. So the winning run now heads down to first base. That's the third walk given up by Dash Barlow, coming in last inning in relief of Drew Hanna. Drew, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, gave up 5 of the 9 runs that are on the scoreboard. Courtesy runner coming out for Rosenlund.
Courtesy runner, Ferguson's 33, Jason Newell.
So this is Newell who will run for Rosenlund. Knight hitting from the left side. He singled, had an RBI, 2 RBI single his last at bat. He is 1 for 3. Move over to first base. Sliding back in is Newell. Safe. Now the 1-0 pitch. Swung on, a ground ball foul up the first baseline off of the bat of Knight. Well, for those of you who have never been to Nampa Christian High School before, the new facility in the outfield, over the outfield fence is farming ground, and there's a tractor out there farming right now, and all this dust is coming here. Bender that won't come down into the zone, 1 ball and 1 strike. And so as that disker is out there, all that dirt is being kicked up and brought right here into the ball field. The 1-1 on the way tonight. Instead, it's Barlow stepping off the back of the rubber. And once again, lead away from first base. High and away the next pitch for ball 2, 2-1. And now time called, as I think we're going to have a pitching change as head coach comes out, takes the ball away from Dash Barlow, and Steve Bradbury is now going to come in. So a pitching change, folks. Don't go away. We'll come back right after this.
Orofino Police Department encourages all Maniac faithful to come out this weekend for the Idaho State 2A Baseball Championships. Orofino Baseball takes on the toughest teams to bring home the championship banner to hang proudly at OHS. Orofino Police knows that raising great kids in our schools and athletic programs mean great kids live and work in our communities. We hope you too will show your support to our students any way you can to help them grow into super citizens. Orofino Police Department says be there for our kids and go Maniacs.
Once upon a time, there was a sleepy bear in search of a place to nap. Like the inside of a car. A coupe? Too small. An SUV? Too big. A station wagon? Just right. But as his eyelids began to get heavy, we covered it. Talk to farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
For auto, home, life, and commercial insurance, see me, Greg Kimberling, in Lewiston at 622 Bryden Avenue.
Bring home the hardware, Orofino, sponsoring today's OHS broadcast. Your friends at Orofino Physical Therapy and P1FCU. CJ Thompson joins us once again here in the stands of Napa Christian High School as we have a pitching change. This is Stephen Bradbury who's going to come in and finish off Knight. Barlow has gone back to first base. Swinging strike to Robert. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, the winning run is Newell standing down at first base. And the Bradbury offering just a touch inside for ball 3, 3-2. Third pitcher for the Maniacs here now. They started out, of course, with Drew Hanna, then went to Dash Barlow. Now it's Stephen Bradbury. From the stretch, a big bender swung on, popped up high in the air. It'll be the second baseman, Schneider, giving chase and foul ground. He'll make the catch for the out. My gosh, what a run for Schneider. That ball, again, hit into the air, and the wind carries it over into foul ground, so he runs all the way from second base, about halfway between the foul line and the warning track.
Yeah, gosh, he had a lot of ground to cover.
One away. Lester. Fastball misses inside. Nice glove by Naranjo to save the base runner another 90 feet. Ball one. Steven from the stretch. As he checks the signs, looks the runner over at first, and the 1-0 swinging strike. Here's the throw down to second, and the tag is applied and safe as the ball came out of the glove of Howell at second base, at shortstop. So a stolen base puts Newell in scoring position with one away here. Lester will step back in. He hits as the DH in the 7 hole. Pitch from Bradbury bounces up into the glove of Naranjo for ball 2, 2-1.
Yeah, just unfortunate for Orofino. The 5th inning just really changed things.
Yeah, it did too. A lot of hits and error. Pitch is just above the belt, taken for a ball. That's 3-1 now, our count. As Steven straightens up, he'll come set at the belt. The 3-1 swinging, strike 2. 3-2 now. Lester drew a base on balls, went to second on a wild pitch, and then came around to score in that 5th inning. He was a part of the 8 runs that scored in that frame, the extended frame for the Melba Mustangs. Swung on a ground ball foul up the third baseline. So the count will stay 3-2. Drobish now over at third base. So the count full on the designated hitter, Lester. And now the pitch. High for ball 4. So he walked him. Maniacs have now walked 7 batters. They have, wow. Everything was actually going really well. The Maniacs had plenty of opportunities early in this game, but just could not get a runner across. Here's Waite. Move over to second, and the tag applied off of the glove of Howell. The runner is Newell. He's able to get back. Newell away from second. Waite awaiting his first pitch. And here it comes from Bradbury. That's grooved in there for a strike. 0-1. What was a beautiful day to start, however, be it windy, it is now completely cloud-covered and chilly. Sure that's not just dust? The Bradbury 0-1 pitch. Long look back at second. And now the toss is up there for a ball 1-1. 9-0 our score. Melba looking to advance into the semifinals tomorrow. Maniacs trying to find a way to get back into this ball game.
Waite 1 for 3 on the day. RBI single and a run scored to his credit.
Bradbury, the 1-1. Oh, my gosh. And this one is in the dirt past the shoulder of Naranjo. So runners will advance. The winning run is now at third base. At second base is Lester. There was a miscommunication there, CJ. Bradbury was getting ready to come to the plate, and Silas came up out of his crouch, and he leaned over to the right as if he was asking for a different pitch. And that's why Bradbury, he fired that ball away. It was in the dirt.
Yeah, it looked like he tried to hang on.
Yeah. Pitches swung through for strike 2. Corners in on the grass, looking for a play at the plate possibly to keep that winning run from coming across to score by the Mustangs. Bradbury's big hook stays high for ball 3. Steven places that right foot in front of the rubber. Has the sign from Naranjo. Now he'll come set belt high. Here is the 3-2 pitch. That's a call, third strike. Oof. 2 gone here in Melba's half of the 6th inning. First strikeout now for Stephen Bradbury. Vale, the number 9 hitter, comes to the plate. Pitch is swung on, hit high in the air, foul, and out of play. Again, it just gets into the breeze right at home plate, and the ball never has an opportunity to go into the field to play. You just watch how high it's hit and watch it sail away. 0-1. The 0-1, fastball, strike 2. Nice fastball by Steven inside there.
Yeah. Nicely placed. Vale 1 for 3. Reached a couple of times. Once on an air. Also has scored.
The waste pitch. Big hook up high for ball 1.
And looking back at that 5th, everybody in the order except for the number 2 hitter, Sessions, scored in the 5th.
Here's the 1-2. Swinging third strike, and the Maniacs get an opportunity to fight here in the 6th inning coming up. As no runs on no hits, no errors, 2 left out there. It is 9-0 in favor of the Melba Mustangs. We'll come back after this.
Orofino Police Department encourages all Maniac faithful to come out this weekend for the Idaho State 2A Baseball Championships. Orofino Baseball takes on the toughest teams to bring home the championship banner to hang proudly at OHS. Orofino Police knows that raising great kids in our schools and athletic programs mean great kids live and work in our communities. We hope you too will show your support to our students any way you can to help them grow into super citizens. Orofino Police Department says be there for our kids and go Maniacs.
P1FCU wants to help you get out and explore the Pacific Northwest. Each time you make a purchase with your P1FCU debit MasterCard, you get entered to win a weekly prize. You'll also get entered to win our grand prize getaway, including 2 e-bikes and a stay at Silver Mountain. Win a little adventure from P1FCU, a Pacific Northwest original since 1938. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited. Find official rules and complete details at p1fcu.org/adventure. Insured by NCUA.
Jerry Bowling of Canvas Financial Services Family Eye Care are proud backers of Maniac Baseball on the KLER AM as we head to the top of the 7th here at Nampa Christian High School. 9-0, Melba Mustangs.
Well, CJ, it's Maniacs have got to do something here in the 7th, down 9-0. They have had plenty of base runners on, just cannot get them across. First pitch is high and tight from Stimson for a ball, 1-0. The number 9 hitter, and this is Loudon Cochran, swings at a high fastball for strike 1, 1-1. If the Maniacs go on to lose this, they'll play in the consolation side of the bracket. Tomorrow morning, it'll be another 8:30 game Pacific time. The 1-1 swing and fouled at the plate is the pitch off of Loudon's bat. 1-2.
Loudon 0 for 2, looking for his first hit of the day.
Pitch on the way to Loudon. Fastball just a touch low for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Trey Stimpson. This kid has been phenomenal for these Mustangs. The number 3 seed out of District 3. Pitch is swung on a little ground ball up the third base line, and it's, oh my gosh, it's just foul. That was on the chalk line, and the chalk line is fair territory, or foul territory. Not sure if it actually drifted across there or not, but it goes for a strike, and the count remains 1-2. Loudon with the speed, though, CJ. I think he beats a throw from Knight at third base.
I think you're right.
So Loudon back into the batter's box. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way to him. Swings through a fastball for strike 3. And there is one gone here in the top of the 7th for the Maniacs.
Gosh, he is just racking up the Ks. Trey Simpson. Nice performance here in round 1.
10 strikeouts. Woo. Now we go to the top of the order. Naranjo. Naranjo is going to hit one high in the air. It'll be the second baseman, Vale, who makes the catch on the skin of the grass for the second out. The Maniacs are down to their final 3 strikes here in the first game of the 2A Idaho State Baseball Championships. Buddy Howell today is 0 for 3. He is a strikeout victim, a ground-out victim, and a fly ball out victim. All that's left is a base hit. Fastball away for ball 1.
It's a different kind of cycle.
Yeah. No one likes this, that's for certain. Bodie ready at the plate. Fastball down the heart of the dish for a called strike. Or a 1-1, rather. The 1-1 pitch swung on, and this one will be nubbed foul for strike 2. And the Maniacs down to their last strike. On deck is Barlow. Nobody on the base path. 2 gone here in the top of the 7th. And Stimpson fires. Fastball called, third strike, and the game is over. Gosh, strikes out the side. Yes, Stimpson, his 11th strikeout of the game, and he gets Bodie Howell to look at a called third strike, and the Melba Mustangs defeat Orofino by a final 9-0 in this game 1 of the 2A Idaho State Baseball Championship. All right, CJ and I take a break. Our post game when we return after this.
I'm all about keeping my family driving safe. Dad, pothole.
Got it.
So I insist we choose Les Schwab tires for safety services like brakes, steering, and alignment. Stuff those cheap tire centers don't offer. Because I want a backseat drive with confidence. Dad, speed check.
Hit the road safely with Les Schwab and save up to $150 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply. See leschwab.com/sale for details.
Orofino Builders is now Best Built Builder Supply. Hi, this is Will Crockett with exciting news. We have now partnered with Tummalum Lumber and are now Best Built Builder Supply. What this means for you, our longtime customer, is better buying power for your dollar. Best Built Builder Supply will uphold the legacy of 4 generations of Crockett's who have served and invested in our region for just shy of a century. Best Built Builder Supply, we help build better communities.
Today you have numerous options when selecting your IRA, and deciding which account is right for you is one of the most important decisions you will make for your financial future. Hi, this is Terry Bowling with Camas Financial Services. Give me a call to find out which IRA fits your financial needs or to update your current IRA savings strategy. You can reach me, Terry Bowling, at 476-7100 or stop by my office at 230 Johnson Avenue in Orofino to set up a free, no-obligation appointment today. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member member FINRA SIPC. Hi, this is Terry Bowling with Camas Financial Services. I am available to help you select the right investment options when you are faced with early retirement, changing or losing a job, or any other lifestyle changes that warrant a review of your financial plan. You can reach me, Terry Bowling, at 476-7100, or stop by my office at 230 Johnson Avenue, Orofino, to set up a free, no-obligation appointment today. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
We're back here at Napa Christian High School in Napa, Idaho, for the 2A Idaho State Baseball Championships. And the Maniacs had a great game going early in this one against the Melba Mustangs. Melba took a 1-0 lead at the end of one inning on one hit. Orofino had all kinds of opportunities in the second, third, and fourth inning, and even in the fifth inning, just could not get it done with all kinds of base runners. The final of this one here, 9-0. It was a big fifth inning for the Mustangs where they scored 8 runs on 5 hits. And the amazing thing about this game, Orofino still out-hit the Mustangs in this loss. The Mustangs 9 runs on 6 hits, 2 errors, and Mustangs left 9 out on the sacks. Orofino, no runs, 7 hits, no errors, and they left 8 out on the base paths. When we come back, we'll take a look at the individual Maniacs when CJ and I come back after this.
Once upon a time, there was a sleepy bear in search of a place to nap. Like the inside of a car. A coupe? Too small. An SUV? Too big. A station wagon? Just right. But as his eyelids began to get heavy, we covered it. Talk to farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
For auto, home, life, and commercial insurance, see me, Greg Kimberling, in Lewiston at 622 Bryden Avenue.
Good luck, Orofino student athletes participating in all our spring sports and championships. Hello, this is Marilyn from Orofino Marketplace. We wish you continued success during your games, matches, and meets.
Baseball, softball, track and field, golf, and tennis. Orofino High is at the top of the standings no matter what the sport. Orofino Marketplace tips our cap to these healthy and competitive young men and women and wish them the best this and every year.
Orofino Marketplace, home of the 10-pound meat sale and your #1 Maniac sports backer.
It happens every May, postseason high school baseball and softball, and every year the Orofino Maniacs are right in the thick of it. Atkinson Distributing is proud to support the rich tradition of Orofino High School athletics and hopes you'll get out and watch the next game. Orofino will be fighting for the Idaho Class A state title, and with you cheering in the stands, the Maniacs will be winners. Atkinson Distributing, where you'll find quality Chevron fuels with Techron, diesel, and home heating oils backing OHS athletics.
It's the State 2A baseball playoffs, and Orofino returns to make a big splash. Simmons Natal Enterprises knows the boys are playing together exceptionally well to achieve a common goal, win at state. Simmons Natal Enterprises is proud to support the winning efforts of the Maniacs. Simmons Natal Enterprises, where we not only back our area schools, we back the efforts of those fighting against breast cancer. Call to ask about one of our pink rolling totes for your home or business. Simmons Natal Enterprises.
And welcome back once again following Game 1 of the 2A state tournament here from Napa Christian High School. It goes to the Melba Mustangs 9-0 as they defeat the Orofino Maniacs to advance in the winners bracket. Orofino will now compete in the consolation portion. Let's take a look at the individual hitting statistics for Orofino in that leadoff spot. Silas Serrano always trusty 2 for 4. Bodie Howell going 0 for 3 in the 2 spot. Hitting third, Dasha Barlow, a tough day at the plate, 0 for 3. Aiden Olive, 1 for 3. We had him at 2 for 3. Eva Bradbury, 1 for 3. Nick Drobish, 0 for 1. Eddie Harrison, 0 for 2. Hudson, 1 for 1. And Easton Schneider, 1 for 3. Loudon Cochran rounding things out, 0 for 3. Kind of just a tough day overall for Orofino. They fall 9-0, pretty much due to one inning that went wildly awry. Melba Mustangs win this one at 9-0. Tonight we'll take another break. We will be back. We have Pizza Factory player of the game to discuss, as well as the rest of the bracket after this.
Now has never been a better time to work in the healthcare industry. Clearwater Health and Rehabilitation of Cascadia, a 24-hour skilled nursing care facility in Orofino, is hiring. If you wish to work with caring individuals who love their job and enjoy their fellow co-workers, then visit Clearwater Health and Rehabilitation. On Shriver Road, Clearwater Health is currently hiring full-time registered nurses and licensed practical nurses. A $7,500 signing bonus will be paid, and you can start immediately. A certified nursing assistant is also needed and pays a $2,000 signing bonus. Clearwater Health and Rehabilitation is also looking for a culinary manager, someone who can operate the day-to-day needs of the kitchen, serving delicious and nutritious meals to the residents. If you enjoy fun and games, a part-time activities assistant is needed too. A fun team to work with and a pleasant atmosphere. Inquire about your new path at Clearwater Health and Rehabilitation of Cascadia today.
If you were to look up Finke logging in the dictionary, you'd find a definition to hardworking men and women dedicated to making our forests multi-use, healthy, and sustainable. Finke logging, proud backers of everything Orofino, including the baseball and softball teams participating in postseason play. Finke logging is proud of all of our kids and their tremendous efforts they put forth in the classroom and on the field. Good luck, Maniacs. Bring home the hardware from Finke Logging.
We toss them, they're awesome. Pizza Factory.
Deciding what's for lunch or dinner today is as easy as picking up your phone and calling Orofino's top pizza house, the Pizza Factory. The Pizza Factory is where you can get that delicious pizza pie delivered to your home or work. Every day of the week, there's great pizza, famous wings, breadsticks, sub sandwiches, and pizza just a call away. 476-5519.
We toss them, they're awesome. Pizza Factory.
So we welcome you back. It's time to award that Pizza Factory Player of the Game honor to a young man from Orofino High who exhibits, again, talent and knowledge and leadership on the ball club, and they'll receive a personal pizza and a medium soft drink of their choice from our friends at the Pizza Factory. DJ, just a tough day today. Maniacs out-hit the Melba Mustangs, but just couldn't get a run on the scoreboard in this 9-0 loss. Who do you suppose we should take a look at for this honor?
Well, you know, I think that you got to give it to your trusty guy in the leadoff spot, Silas Narano. He's been your guy all year. MVP, and he went 2 for 4 again today to give Orofino a couple of chances. They just unfortunately weren't able to take advantage of. So congratulations to Silas. You'll get your certificate for the pizza and the medium soft drink of your choice from our good friends, the Orofino Pizza Factory. I'll take a look at the bracket.
All right.
What's coming up today?
The Maniacs, with the loss, will now play in Game 5 in this tournament. That is tomorrow morning, 9:30 Mountain Time, so it's an 8:30 Pacific Time. You'll have to get up early tomorrow again, folks. DJ and I will be on the air for an 8:15 pregame. They will play the loser of this next contest between Firth and Wendell. And so we encourage you to tune in for that game. Melba, with the victory, moves on now to the winner's side of the bracket. They will play tomorrow afternoon, game number 7. So, again, Orofino will play tomorrow morning, 8:30 Pacific Time. We're on the air with an 8:15 pregame show. So, CJ, that's going to wrap it up for us. You looking forward to getting warm?
Yeah, I definitely am. That will be nice.
My gosh, folks, again, if you're planning on coming down here tomorrow, you just don't know what the weather's going to be like. Plan for anything.
Yeah, bring a coat and maybe some gloves.
I want to thank Phil Lamothe, our in-studio engineer. I want to thank the athletic director, also here at Napa Christian High School. This is Tina Pelkey. She got us all squared away once we got here, and we appreciate all of her efforts. I'm Jeff Jones.
I'm DJ Thompson.
We'd like to bid you all a very pleasant good afternoon.
Thank you for listening in today to Orofino Maniac High School postseason baseball. KLER would like to thank you for listening and hope you'll say thank you to the many community backers of today's broadcast. We hope you'll continue to listen in for more continued coverage of OHS baseball during the 2022 postseason in hopes of hearing the Maniacs win yet another state title. Orofino High School Baseball, a Central Idaho Broadcasting sports presentation on KLER.